I want you to think about, actually, first off, I'm recording this on a Monday. So I want you to think about your interactions over the last weekend. The people you were around, the conversations you had, the food you ate, the activities you partook in. And ask yourself how much of that was productive. How much of that was for the future and the betterment of you and your loved ones, and how much of it was either talking about the past, talking about somebody in a negative light, and just things that you would consider non-productive, right? The point I'm getting at with this is ignorance and toxicity are like diseases. They're extremely contagious, right? We live in a pandemic era now. Regardless of what you think about the pandemic, those things can be passed around very easily, depending on the situations you put yourself into. Same thing with ignorance and toxicity. And when I say toxicity, people with negative thoughts, people with negative views about things, pessimistic people, lazy people, all of these things are toxic, right? And so you have to think about what you did. I want you to think about what you did last week or this past weekend. And did it set you up for a great week going forward? Did it set you up for a great month going forward? Did it set you up for a great year going forward? Because if it didn't, you got some corrective measures to take before this upcoming weekend. You got 4.5 days to get your shit together and figure out what it is you're gonna do to help you grow, and what activities you're gonna partake in next weekend to help you grow. And that includes the people you're around, the conversations you had, the activities you did, the food you eat. All those things have to do with your health, spirit, and well-being. And not to get too deep on it, but you just really need to think about the things that you put in your mind, the things that you put in your body, and the things that come out of your mouth. Because those three things are the keys to you living a happy life. Happiness isn't outside of you, happiness is inside of you. And so happiness is gonna start here, here, and here, right? And if you can't get yourself right because the people around you or the environment around you is too toxic or too negative for you, you have to change that environment. You can't be afraid to make those changes. That's where successful people, that's why successful people are successful in whatever you consider your success to be. Successful people understand what it takes for them to be where they want to be, and they just get there. Like, there's a big disconnect between what I know I want to do and getting it done. There's a piece in between there, which is the action, right? And that's what successful people have, is they can think about what they want, they can develop the actions and the path to get there, and then they get there. And the rest of us are just sitting around at a job we don't like, in a relationship we don't like, or somewhere we don't like, thinking about what we want, but putting no action toward getting to where we want to be. So think about that.